Hello everyone! Thanks so much for being here with me today for your reading all about what the heck is happening next in your love life. We had some really great piles today. We have 3 piles to choose from. I believe, so I film or I record the voice before I actually make the thumbnails and all of that fun jazz. So I believe I'm going to be using Cupids. So there should be 3 Cupids here for you to choose from or something aligned with that. I have timestamps listed down below in the description. You can take a moment, find your pile. As always, I will also have the decks I used in everyone's reading down below in the description as well. So I'm going to leave this here. I'll give you a moment and I can't wait to read for you in your pile. Bye guys. Hello, Pile 1. Thanks so much for being here with me today for your reading all about what is happening next in your love life. Y'all, the time has come. I rarely ever do love readings, I feel, and it's simply because, and I'm going to be honest, I don't necessarily like doing love readings. They're not my favorite type of tarot readings. They're also not my favorite to watch. Who knows? Maybe I'm bitter because I just don't date, but I have just never focused on love, it feels, recently, specifically like the last few years, or last couple years. So that is my explanation. Anyway, enough yapping. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're hydrated. I hope you have food in your belly. And without further ado, let's see what's happening next in your love life. I'm first just going to start out by pulling an emotion card. I just want to see what your current feelings are in love. Detachment, okay. So, ambivalence, okay. Are some of you feeling at a crossroads with someone or someone you're dating? Like, are you thinking of taking a break? Are you kind of done with dating? Are some of you, if you're in a relationship, even thinking like, I don't know if this is going to work out long term, reassessing what comes next? On the flip side, for those of you in relationships or maybe dating someone, maybe there are things that have annoyed you about this person or about this relationship, things you really, I'm hearing expected change from the other person. Like you expected these habits would go away, or you expected that this was just a fluke or a one-time thing, but it just keeps happening over and over again. If you really like this person, or you know this is your forever person, you're going to be with them long term, and it's just little things that annoy you, some of you are actually developing the skill to say, you know what, this isn't that big of a deal. This is them. And love is loving someone as a whole. Love is a choice. You can't expect perfection from people. And I think you're just kind of coming to reason with yourself, and you're just like, you know what? If this is how they are, it's not the worst, so I'll just accept it. And you're kind of detaching from the annoyance, and it's making any complications in this relationship kind of fizzle out, because you're just like, you're accepting it. You're not expecting anything different. I want to see. I guess we'll just pull out the tarot. Sorry, the deck like completely slammed all over the floor. And pull a couple cards, and if I feel called to grab an oracle deck, we will. Spirit, what is happening next in pile 1's love life? We have the Emperor reversed. So that's not my favorite card to get in a love reading, which does kind of remind me of that message of like some of you are just saying no to a situation entirely. For others of you, you know what? I'm hearing that song from Amy Winehouse, Rest in Peace, my girl. I love her. You should be stronger than me. is that the name of the song? You should be stronger than me. And essentially it's her singing about her boyfriend, right? And she's like, I need a man. Like, why are you acting not like a man? Why am I stronger than you? Why am I able to handle more than you? And listen, I'm saying man, but the energy I'm channeling, it's just like, because I don't want to play into like the gender roles and stereotypes like that. I guess more what I'm trying to get at is like, you are looking for someone who takes more responsibility, who takes more initiative, who kind of takes, excuse me, who kind of takes the lead on things. But I think the person you're currently dealing with, that's just not really their energy. So then it just kind of comes down to, is this really the type of person you want? Are you with them because of like ego reasons? Do they make you feel good about yourself? Like, do you like how they appear? Do you like what they, what's a good word? Like, do you like how others perceive you guys together? Or do you actually like this person? Because this person, I feel, is very fixed. Even though the Emperor is an Aries card, it is kind of giving me this just hard-headed energy, kind of like a Taurus, at least in this energy right now, where the message I'm getting is like, this person, these aspects that you expect from a relationship that you're not getting from this person, they're not going to be changing. And if they do change, it's going to be a long, slower process. Or like these changes that you want this person to make, it's kind of lower on their totem pole. They're focused on other responsibilities. And even though they do feel responsible towards you and the relationship, it's just the changes you're expecting or the changes you want really don't matter to this person personally. So it just might take longer, or it might not happen at all. What's happening next in their love life? Okay. We have the Nine of Pentacles. So yeah, this does give me an independent energy, focusing more on yourself, focusing on your talents, cultivating wealth. I do think money is coming to you. So if you guys were going through a period of just lacking or feeling like you didn't have the resources, I think you are going to be experiencing an uptick in things in your material resources or money. Maybe you're getting a new job opportunity, but definitely more independence. Also focusing more on building yourself up. That's something I'm hearing too. So that doesn't need to necessarily be career and finances. This could just be like increasing your confidence too. Maybe increasing your confidence because you're developing this detachment from this person. You know, you're saying, this isn't about me. And you're stepping into that power that allows you to go, okay, what is it that I actually want in a relationship? What do I want from a partner? What kind of lifestyle do I want to live long term? Does this person match the life I'm trying to manifest? Because here's the thing, I'm not getting like strong feelings, at least not yet. I haven't felt really strong anything from either side. It kind of feels like things are at a standstill. So, feeling called to a different deck right now. Let me find it. Do y'all hear the crows outside just singing away, screaming? I have had so many crows outside my house recently. It's feeling a little abnormal, so hopefully not a bad omen. Actually, no, I looked it up, and crows in spirituality, actually, I feel like this is a relevant message since they're so talkative right now. So I'm going to look up crows as a meaning, a spiritual meaning. Messengers of change, transformation, wisdom, and intuition. Okay, thank you, Google. So yeah, expect changes in this relationship soon. Because I feel like there's just someone who doesn't want to change. And maybe it's both of you who don't want to change. Like, you don't want to compromise your ideal partner. You don't want to compromise what you want for yourself. And this person is also just unwilling to change who they are. I feel like they're just comfortable with themselves. And I'm not saying how this person presents is negative by any means. I think everyone should be comfortable and confident in themselves to stand firm and know who it is that they are. I just don't feel like there's a lot of long-term potential here. Or if it is long-term, there's going to be a lot of compromise. I just feel tired. So I wonder if some of you guys are just tired from this situation, tired of thinking about it, tired of waiting for things to get better or to change. Actually, before I pull from this oracle card, I want to see if you're dealing with someone or you have someone on your mind. I want to see what are their current feelings for you. Okay. We have the King of Pentacles. So again, this is a very interesting King of Pentacles. It's just, he looks like a very wise businessman. He's the most King of Swords Pentacles. How am I going to say this? This card looks and feels a lot more like King of Swords than it does King of Pentacles. But I'm going to take it as a message of like, this is someone very stoic. This is someone who doesn't really dabble into the emotional world because they're more focused on security. And maybe security to them is no big highs, no big lows. They're not overly emotional in love. I think this person's way of showing love is providing material, like material things. So think of gift giving, think of acts of service too. I'm also getting this energy like love or like relationships. It wasn't like modeled to this person in a really great way. They have a different idea than most people about what a love relationship means and what goes into a love relationship. They want stability, they want practicality, they want things to look good, and they care about their image. Which, nothing wrong with that, right? But, you know, I do think this person sees a long-term future with you, or at the very least, they're thinking about what that would look like. I want to ask, what do you want from this person? What does pile 1 want from this person? We have the Queen of Pentacles reversed. I'm just taking, because nothing fell out, but a couple cards flipped over in the deck. So, let me see. Queen of Pentacles reversed and the Eight of Cups reversed. I don't think you want to let go of this person. I think you want to hold on as long as you can. Like, you're hopeful for new things. The Eight of Cups is all about, you know, walking away because you know you should, because you know it's the right thing, because you know it's good for you. But when it's reversed, it's like giving it another chance, waiting for more, avoiding walking away. I think some of you have maybe even tried like changing yourself for this person. Like, the message I'm trying to say here is how you show up in the world, how you present yourself, whatever you do for this person, it's not going to change their behavior. I'm going to say that again. No matter what you do, you can't change yourself or do something that's going to make this person change their behavior. Because I think some of you, I won't say you've been feeling insecure, but you've just been feeling a lack, and you've taken that responsibility on your shoulders, and you've tried to compensate by maybe doing, like an example I'm thinking of is someone whose partner doesn't really give out compliments, right? So you, in this case, would be dressing differently, trying different hairstyles, trying different makeup styles, or, you know, whatever it is that you would change in your physical appearance with the intention to try and get a compliment for this person, but still this person doesn't compliment you. And it's kind of just this cycle of like, okay, what am I doing that isn't enough for this person? And it's not what you're doing that isn't enough, it's just how fixed this person is in who they are. I won't deny that there is a strong potential. We have the King and Queen of Pentacles. There's a strong potential for long-term commitment, but will you be happy? That's the thing. I think it comes down to you, because I think this person isn't, like, you're their ideal for a long-term partner, but I don't know if this person is your ideal for a long-term partner. This person is comfortable with the way things are, but it doesn't seem like you are. What's coming next? Actually, hold on. I'm going to switch over to the Outlaw Oracle. Of course, all decks used will be linked down below in the description if you're curious. What's happening next? Saloon. We have escapism, good times, hideout. So you could be going out to a bar, partying soon, celebrating something, getting a drink with this person. Also heard, like, trying to avoid dealing with these feelings, trying to avoid biting the bullet, so to say. I definitely see you hanging out more with friends, people who make you feel good about yourself, people who fill up your cup. And maybe, you know, for those of you who are already, you know, long-term commitment with this person, maybe that's what you need, you know, in order to, like, you would know that maybe this person isn't that great at the emotional side of things, and you can't rely on them to give you any sort of emotional reassurance, right? That's just not this person's skill set. So instead, to compensate, maybe you start making more friends. Maybe you start building up those connections that can actually provide that to you. And that would help too with this detachment, because then it's like, okay, I'm not expecting this from you anymore because I have other people who can fulfill this need. So that could be a way you keep this person in your life, finding other things that give you what this person cannot, giving yourself what this person cannot. Because, like, I'm not sensing malicious intent here on either side. I think things are just very stable, very grounded, and unchanging, which sometimes peace and healthy relationships can feel a little boring, especially if we're not used to it. And I won't say this relationship is boring. I just think you may need to seek outside sources for fulfillment in different areas where this person can't fulfill you. And I hope this is making sense for those of you who are, like, dating around. This could be the next person you date, or if you've been dealing with someone. I do want to pull, for those of you who are single, what's happening next in your love life for pile 1. Ace of Cups reversed and the Eight of Pentacles reversed. Some of you are just embodying this mindset of, it's going to happen when it happens. I don't really care. I'm not focused on love. And to that, I'd be like, okay, but why are you here? But, you know, I understand, whatever. Other messages for those of you who are single. I think some of you are reassessing what love means to you. What does long-term love look like? What do you need? Some of you are shifting from this, like, young fairy tale idealized love vision to a more grounded, mature vision. Some of you are also releasing perfectionistic ideals you had for a long-term partner. Like, some of you are realizing, okay, it's great. I will never tell you to lower your standards. That is not this message. So let me preface this. I will never tell you to lower your standards. Do not do that ever. But I think some of you have been, in a backwards way, avoiding love through your high standards. I'm not saying all of your standards, but some things, I think you're just expecting something unrealistic, And you're kind of recognizing, you know, maybe this has been a pattern in my love relationships. This is why I'm single, or this is why I can't find that person. It's because every single time someone comes into my life, I nitpick. I see all the flaws before I give them grace. And I think you're wanting to work at that, wanting to meet people more at face value, wanting to be open to what people can give you. I also think you guys are very quick to, cut someone off, especially in dating. You're just kind of like, nope, 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 this is not the person, this is not the person. But I think you do it as a way to not confront your fears that you have in love. Scared of vulnerability too. It's kind of like, okay, so if I have all of these high standards, I know every single person I meet is not going to be able to meet these standards. So that means I don't have to be vulnerable, because I know I'm not going to get the thing that I want. It's like you know what? I think you get the message, yeah. Doing some shadow work in the next little bit. And listen, change isn't going to happen overnight. This is coming from Miss Avoidant right here. I'm avoidant with a secure leaning attachment style. Okay, leave me be, I'm sorry. But yeah, I just think you're reassessing. Do you want to protect the ego more, or do you want to risk vulnerability for love? True love. I guess, let's see. What else can you tell us, Spirit? I've got the tea leaf oracle right here. Okay, got a couple. You are on the right path. Okay, we have dark man, dealings or relationship with a man with dark hair or complexion. And we got the most difficult part of a situation is over. For those of you who are single as a Pringle and you're like, I have no one on my roster, I have no one that I can think of, I think the next person you meet, and use your intuition, of course, you're going to know best, but I feel like the next person you meet, you're being asked to give it more time than you usually would. See what happens. This could turn into something better than you expected. Like I'm also hearing this person's first impression is not an accurate vision of who they are as a whole. So I think you just need a little bit more time to peel back the layers. Because I think the next person you're dating, I'm not feeling this shy energy, but I do feel like they're a little bit more scared of vulnerability as well. They've been hurt in the past, which who hasn't. But I think this person copes by not showing their full cards at first, They kind of save the best parts of themselves once they've been seeing someone for a while. So yeah, you just might want to take a little bit more time. Give them time to open up. Don't write this person off immediately. For those of you in a relationship, I think things will be improving with the person you are dating or the person you are with. If y'all had a fight recently about these things, I think reconciliation is happening here. It feels like this person is coming to you. I can't remember the movie. It's literally on the tip of my tongue. Oh my God. I'm gonna kick myself if I can't remember this scene. Is it Step Brothers where, I think it's the movie Step Brothers, and I can't remember the characters' names, forgive me, but one of the brothers is like, do you want to form an alliance with me? Is it from that movie? Please don't crucify me. I haven't seen it in so long. But if you know what movie I'm talking about, I'm seeing this scene where your person comes to you and is like, it's not a super emotional conversation, which is on brand, but they're like, do you want to form an alliance with me? Like, just very business and practical with this. It's their way of saying, I know I have room for improvement, but I see you as a valuable asset to my life and I don't want to lose you. Can we figure out like a business deal here, but in love terms? It's interesting. Oh. I do like your person. As I sit in their energy, I understand why you're with them. They are funny. They are charming. Not the best with the emotional side of things, but that's okay. Seems like they're more provider energy. yeah, I'm kind of hitting an end here. So I'm going to leave this reading here. Thank you so much, Pile 1, for being here with me today. I truly, truly, truly appreciate you and your energy. And I just want to say thank you guys so much. I started learning tarot. Well, I was first introduced when I was 15 and got my very first deck gifted to me nearing 6 years ago, which is crazy to think about. And, you know, I've just been a little more in my emotions recently and just so very grateful for everyone who's subscribed, for everyone who's been here, for everyone who watches my readings. I'm just very grateful. And I want to say thank you. And yeah, you can't know how grateful I am to have the opportunity to read tarot for you guys. I really appreciate it. Anyway, enough with my sob story. I would love to have you guys subscribe here at Tarot Moods for more readings like this in the future. If you guys want love readings, I guess this wasn't that bad for me. Most of the time I'm like, ugh, EBGBs whenever I think of love readings, but this wasn't that bad. So maybe the times are changing. Maybe I'll do more love readings in the future if they are requested, but feel free to subscribe. Feel free to leave a like. I would also love to hear comments if this reading resonated with you and your situation and your person. I would love to know more. I'm going to leave that here. I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful, blessed good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Bye, Pile 1. Hello, Pile 2. Thanks so much for being here with me today for this reading. Y'all know, if you've been here for a while, I don't necessarily love doing love readings. They are not my cup of tea, but I give the people what I feel they want, and I feel I've been called to do a love reading, so that's what we are here to do. This is going to be for those of you in relationships and those of you who are single. Without further ado, let's get started. Firstly, I just want to see, I'm going to use this emotions card deck. I just want to see what your current feelings in love are. Like, how are you feeling in your love life? What is Pile 2 feeling? Okay, we have joy and sadness. Okay, you know, it's possible to feel two different things at the same time. Emotions are wild like that, and life is wild like that. And, you know, sometimes we can be over the moon happy while also feeling a tinge of sadness. So I wonder what this is about. For some of you, I'm hearing like a happy cry. You know when your emotions are just so high, like you're so happy that you start to cry. That's kind of the feeling I'm getting here, and it could be different. I'll cover that too. But some of you are experiencing a really big emotional high in love coming up. I just heard I got a card from the Outlaw Oracle. I was just shuffling it in my hands while I was speaking. We got the horned toad upright with longevity and self-reliance, which gives me a couple different messages. But some of you guys are taking your commitment level to the next level, getting married, getting engaged, moving in with each other. Or for those of you who are single, some of you are going on a date that is one of the best dates you've ever had, and this person just makes you feel so good that after you get home you just kind of like start crying because it's like, wow, I haven't experienced this much fun with another person in a romantic context in so long. Some of you might be leaving a situation, leaving a relationship partner, or like I'm hearing a situationship, so this is more for those of you who are kind of dating around or looking for commitment. If you've been dealing with someone who just can't commit to you, some of you guys are just saying enough's enough, you're walking away. And even though you're sad, you're disappointed, you feel so much more renewed in your energy. It feels like you're high on life for the next little bit. And this could also be like some of you are finding someone that you're really compatible with, and you start dating and you're realizing, oh wow, my singlehood is disappearing, or maybe you're just a little sad about some changes there. Or there's an unexpected sadness because of a change. Some of you, if you've been dealing with someone who lacks commitment, or is you felt them kind of stringing you along, I think you're meeting someone who kind of changes things for you. And then you recognize, oh wow, like this person really wasn't treating me the best. It's like someone is coming in to hold a mirror to this other person, but you're able to see the mirror as well. Like it's not a reflection of you, it's a reflection of this person. And I feel like you've been making a lot of excuses, and you're just kind of like, wow, I really don't have to put up with this anymore. I'm gonna go be happy. I'm choosing me now. And even though it's disappointing, you're on to bigger and better things. But definitely for those of you in relationships, there's a message of commitment and long-term ideals. So let's see, what is happening next in Pile 2's love life spirit? What can you tell us? We've got the Wheel of Fortune and the Moon. Yeah. I don't want to spoil things, but it feels like a surprise. Like something really, really happy is around the corner for you. Something that is going to make you, for lack of a better term, over the moon. And you're not expecting it at all. I do feel like something like an engagement, a next level of commitment. Some of you, if you've been trying for children, because the moon is ruled by Cancer. And when I think of Cancer, I think of the mother. For those of you who are trying to manifest a child, I think you will be seeing progress there, whether you're getting pregnant, or for those of you who have a little bit harder times, you're going to be moving along with the help that will help you get children. So like I'm thinking IVF or adoption process, things like that. Like your family is expanding. Also something about stargazing, astrology, the color yellow. What other? A fixed sign, so Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio. We've got Cancer here. Dogs too. Some of you guys are adopting a fur baby with your person. Some of you could be meeting the next person you date while, what is that called? You know how they have art exhibits where it's like lights and it's like a visual effects sort of thing? I'm picking up that, like going to some sort of visual effect performance where you're sitting in a big room with a whole bunch of people and you're just watching the art kind of flow around you. Also the full moon. So now I feel for you guys, we have to pull a Moonology card, so I will be doing that for you guys. But I also want to look up when the next full moon is, because I'm going to try and post this as soon as possible. The next full moon. Let's see. The next full moon is September 7th. And is it in Virgo? Hold on, let me see. Okay, the next full moon is in Pisces. And it's also a total lunar eclipse. So, an eclipses do make me, eclipses are big monumentous, is that a word? Monumentous? I can't remember the word. Big changes, big events, also surprises, unexpected things. Yeah, it's like a really, really happy surprise that you weren't expecting happening soon. So watch out for September 7th or just this moon cycle between this full moon and the new moon. And I think the new moon is sometime at the end of September. I don't want to look it up, I'm sorry. I want to see Moonology. Y'all could be meeting your next long-term partner around the full moon in Pisces. And Pisces makes me think of like the dream world, the hidden as well. What you cannot see in the 3D. It's more 5D energies. It's like an orchestration. For those of you who are single, I'm hearing like Spirit's got this one. You don't need to do anything per se to bring this in. It's like this is already set. I mean, if you want to check out an adoption, like a dog adoption, because I'm hearing that too, or if you want to check out some visual effects thing, maybe you're meeting someone there. But I feel like while this is coming out of left field, it's not something that's going to miss you. It's kind of the energy of like, let's say Spirit wanted you and your person to meet at the bar on Saturday, right? But then last minute, you're getting ready to go to the bar and your friends are like, oh, I can't, I'm throwing up, I just got the flu, whatever. So the plans are canceled. And then Spirit is like, okay, no worries. We're just going to orchestrate them to meet in the park this coming Friday, right? So it's like no matter what happens in your life, this meeting is going to happen no matter what. Like strings are being pulled on the outside in the 5D for you. I want to see, what does the Moonology cards want to say? Yo, okay, we've got expect powerful change with new moon eclipse. So now I am going to look up when the new moon eclipse is, because I believe that's coming up really, really soon. Next, new moon eclipse, and I believe it's going to be in Virgo. So Google just said September 7th through 8th, but that's just the lunar eclipse. I'm going to take it though, because during an eclipse, like, isn't the moon covered? I don't know. I can't remember right now. Please forgive me. I have so much on my mind, but I'm going to take that. Yeah. So that time is going to be really important for you. Powerful change. Huge, powerful change. Interesting. Okay, this is juicy. This is nice. I like this. What else, Spirit? What do you want us? We have the Tower. I'm going to upright or reverse because it was in the middle. This is upright. Yeah. This is just, and you know, the Tower gets a bad rap, but the only thing that the Tower is saying, things are changing no matter what. You know, this is unexpected. This is also unchanging change. You know what? And the Tower is card 16, and if you add that up, that's 7, so I will see myself out. Anyway, yeah, look out for the 7th. Look out for 7 weeks, 7 days, something around 7. Huge changes. Things are not going to be the same coming up in a very, very, very positive way. I think some of you are legit meeting the person you're going to spend the rest of your life with. And I want to see, I feel called, for you guys, I don't know why I'm giving special treatment. I feel called to pull out one of my old decks. Ooh, sorry. That was probably loud. Okay, it's not in here. Okay. Forgot I had these actually. I've had them for a while. I made a whole bunch of decks before I could afford buying Oracle cards. I made my own Oracle cards and I used them for a really, really, really long time. If you've been a subscriber here for a while, A, thank you, but also B, you've probably seen these in some videos that are now privated. But I'm going to use this. So this is going to be for those of you that are single. I just want to pull some characteristic cards that you can look out for that I made. So Spirit, what will this person be like? Who is this person that's coming for, okay, that's too much. The problem with these is that the cards are not uniform, so they like to just kind of fall out. Okay, so we have makeup. I'm hearing if you're attracted to more masculine energies and you prefer someone who doesn't do makeup, which, you know, I think men can do awesome makeup. You know, I kind of like when men wear makeup. I think it's attractive. But maybe this person like wears eyeliner, or maybe this person could do some sort of theater or some sort of like on-camera work where they need to wear makeup. We've got Scorpio. They could be a Scorpio or have Scorpio placements. Can you tell us about this person, Spirit? We have hazel eyes, and we have tall. Okay, so there is that. And I might have to censor the next deck we're gonna use. This is my spicy deck that I made. Not all of the messages in this deck are spicy, so that's why I'm saying we might have to censor these, but whatever. We're just gonna see what comes out. What does their person want to tell pile 2? And this is for those in relationships and single. There's I'm focusing on myself. So maybe if you've noticed them pulling away, it's because they're prepping for this big surprise or this big change that's coming. They feel it themselves and they're like, I need a little bit of me time. I need a little bit of retreat. We have I don't want to hurt you, which in this context doesn't make me feel like something negative is on the horizon. Absolutely not. I actually feel like if a further commitment, like let's say y'all find out y'all are with children, then that's something that completely alters someone for the rest of their life, right? Their mindset changes forever. They now have to think about so many other things. And this person is just kind of like, I want to make sure that I provide the best future for not only you, but for our family that we're building. I never want to hurt you. I never want to hurt whoever's in our family. I want to make sure that I am stepping up to be the best person I can be for this relationship. Just want to pull one more. Okay, this one. Guys, we have the Let's Get Married card. Oh my God. Okay. Sorry. I'm getting all blushy. Oh, this is so cute. I'm so sorry. If I spoil something for you, I am not going to be held accountable for that. You chose this reading. But I'm that type of person that's going to be like, if I ever do find someone that I want to marry, I would much rather be told like, okay, I want my person to say, okay, I'm going to propose to you this year. Like, don't tell me the exact date, but I want to be prepared. So if you're like that too, that's awesome. I'm pulling some tea leaf cards. Waiting on news, package, or letter. And then we've got pay attention to your finances and beware of greed. What is the message here? I'm a little stumped on that. Let me think for a second. You know what? Okay, so for those of you who resonate with like having a long-term partner, things being taken to the next level, maybe this person right now is worried that what they're able to provide right now isn't enough. And it's not necessarily that they think you're greedy. It's that they're a little disappointed in themselves for some reason. And maybe you're like, what? This person, like, I'm so happy. I couldn't ask for anything better. But I think they're just a little nervous. They're like, is my house okay? Like, is my job okay? Do I have what it takes? Can I raise a family? Is this ring, is it big enough for them? Is it worthy enough for them? You know, this person is just, and that kind of explains the why I'm focusing on myself message. Like, this person is a little freaked out right now. Not cold feet energy, but they're just like, oh, is what I have enough? Is this going to be everything they envision and more? They really, really care about what you think and making sure that you have the best of the best. For those of you who are single, Honestly, what I'm getting for those of you who are single, the next person you go out with, I think, and this might get mixed reactions, but I think this person wants to go 50-50 for the first little bit while y'all are dating. Listen, I know there are some people who absolutely hate that idea. There are other people who are all for it and prefer it. I think this is just like how this person operates. They're one of those people that's like, okay, I don't know this person, they're a stranger, even though I'm interested in them, I don't think, like, I'm not comfortable paying for them when I'm just getting to know them. Long term, I think this person is definitely a provider energy, or they want to be a provider energy. They don't mind covering for dates after they're in a relationship or after they know the person, but when they're just like getting drinks with someone, or if they're just going out to lunch with someone, getting to know someone initially, they're very much like, you cover yourself, I'll cover mine. It also is a way that they kind of like clear the bases, for lack of a better term. They they don't want to make others feel pressure. Like if they feel that if they pay for the date, then that equates to some sort of pressure. I don't know. And this is just kind of what they're thinking and feeling in their thought process. So it's their way of saying, you don't owe me anything, I don't owe you anything. If we want to cut our ties here, that is completely fine, because there's no like debt. Debt. Yeah, there's no debt to pay off here. Interesting. It could also be that when you meet this person, they're waiting on some sort of payout. So their finances might be a little tight, so they might not be able to take you on a big fancy date when y'all first are getting to know each other. And I feel like this is going to be, if this is the case, this is definitely something they're going to open up about, and they're just going to say, yeah, like for example, my dad runs a business, he's a chiropractor, and he has to wait for insurance companies to send him checks, for his patients. So his money, even though he does the work, it might be months before he gets paid for that work, sometimes even years, especially if there's like a court battle or whatever. So, maybe this person is waiting on a big payout, and they're like, don't judge me right now, I got money, but it's out there, but it's not here. I want to see, what else do I want to pull? Hold on, my cat's, no. I keep my homemade decks in these plastic baggies, and my cat was eating it, and A, she doesn't need plastic in her belly, and B, those are the only baggies I have. What do I want to pull? I'm actually going to pull some sacred connection questions. I'm going to use the love cards. You guys, I don't have a script for this video, because sometimes I like to sit down and really sit with the cards, but I didn't feel like doing that today. This video just has me pulling out all these spontaneous things. Are some of y'all really impulsive or just spontaneous? Kind of dance to the beat of your own drum, because maybe you're influencing me right now. Sacred connection questions for pile 1 to ask their lover or soon to be love interest. Pull a couple. Okay. Actually, you guys got 3. Okay. We've got, how do I make you feel? Which we can answer that too. We have, do you believe in having only one partner for the rest of your life? And then we have, how do you think we've evolved as a couple since the start of our journey? And that question specifically just makes me think of like vows and stuff. When you're writing your vows, you're looking back at the relationship as a whole and how you evolved together. So those are some good questions to ask. I am going to ask how your person feels about you right now. Okay, Spirit, this will be our last question, and then I'll wrap things up. Spirit, how does pile 2's person, for both relationships and single, how do they feel about pile 2? We've got Strength upright and the Lovers upright. Yeah. Yeah, okay, that's cute. Oh, what's that song? This is a throwback. Oh gosh. It's like Fool for You or something. I think it's Troye Sivan. Hold on. Well, I looked up Fool for You, and then the Zayn song came up. So Fool for You by, I think his name is Zayn Malik. That is a good song. I do like that song. But I think it's Troye Sivan. Hold on. Fools by Troye Sivan could be significant. Fool for You by Zayn could be important. But essentially what this person is saying is like, I am so deeply in love with you, or I see myself falling so deeply in love with you that I feel almost like a fool. Like I would do anything for you. I've never felt a love this strong. I've never felt this committed to someone. I've never felt this honestly shot by Cupid. And now I'm hearing Gimme Gimme from, oh God, what is that musical? Can't remember the musical, but it's Gimme Gimme if you want to look up that song. Yeah, I do think if you're single, the next person you date or the next person you have a significant connection with could go really far. It could be the next great love. Okay. So, pile 2. That is all I have for you here today. That is all I am feeling. I'm kind of hitting a dead end, so I'm going to leave this here. I hope you enjoyed. If this resonated, and if I spoil anything, you have to come back. Like, this is a rule. This is a pact I'm making with you right now. You have to come back and let me know if I predicted this, especially if it's something to do with the eclipse. But I'm so glad I could read for you here today. I would invite you to subscribe here at Tarot Moods for more readings like so in the future. I love reading tarot for you guys, and I was kind of going on a little sobby tangent in pile 1 at the end of their reading. I'm just so grateful to be doing this for you guys. I really enjoy what I do here. It really fills my cup up. And even though love readings aren't necessarily my shindig, I love reading for you in general. So thank you so much for giving me an audience to read tarot to. I am undyingly appreciative. I would invite you to leave a like if you like this video. It can also help support me and just support my channel in general. And yeah. That is all I have here for you today. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, thank you. And without further ado, I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful, blessed good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Bye, pile 2. Thank you. Hello, pile 3. Thanks so much for being here with me today for this reading all about what the heck is happening next in your love life. Okay. So I'm jazzed, I'm juiced up, I feel ready to go. I want to say thank you for being here. I'm excited. The piles have actually been really good today. If you've been here for a while, you can tell I don't do love readings often, mainly because they're not my favorite, but I just felt really called to do a love reading, and I avoided it, and I was like, okay, let's get her done. Let's give the people what they probably want. So let's go ahead and see what you are currently feeling in your love life. What are the current feelings? We have courage. What is this? And passion. Okay. And these cards are the same colors. It's red on the outside, fading into orange, into yellow. Very interesting. Okay. So I do feel a little bit of a crush energy here. So I wonder if there's a lot of people here that are single and dating, or if you're in a relationship, this might be like either you freshly got into this relationship, freshly committed, or there's like a spark being rekindled here after a hard time. I'm feeling like for those of you in relationships, maybe work became really stressful for a while, but now things are kind of settling, the dust is settling, or maybe you guys have been apart from each other for a little bit and you're getting to see each other, and there's a lot of freaky deaky action in the air right now. Either way, for whatever relationship status you are, there's a lot of fiery energy here. So fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag could be relevant right now. Mars energy present, so I don't want to say anything that is inappropriate for YouTube standards. So I mean, I don't do 18 up readings, but I do feel if you are interested in 18 and up stuff, that is definitely being shown right here. Either way, this pile is going to be for people who have either a partner or people who have a specific person in mind. Someone who has a really deep crush. Okay, I just want to pull some tarot cards. We've got the Eight of Wands, again with that fire energy. What's happening next in pile 3's love life? We've got the Hermit. What's happening next in pile 3's love life? Okay, we'll start with that. We've got the Six of Cups, Eight of Wands, and the Hermit. Are some of you reconnecting with someone from your childhood, or like a childhood crush? Like, I'm imagining someone had a crush on someone in high school, right? And then 10 years go by and you don't even think of this person, but then you randomly meet again and hit it off and you're like, hey, do you possibly want to go on a date? Or, hey, I had the biggest crush on you. Isn't that funny? I could still explore those feelings if you're interested. And the Hermit energy, in this context, just with their cards and your oracle cards, it's giving me this idea of like things coming out of the woodwork. If you're in a relationship, this could be like exploring new sides of your partner that you hadn't seen before. See, I keep wanting to go to 18 and up things, but that's not what we're here for, so... Actually, for those of you in relationships, some of you are taking up like a dance class, or you're going to some sort of like dancing event, and that's spicing some things up. I don't know. I'm thinking of like the tango right now. I'm thinking of like ballroom dancing, like hot ballroom dancing. I don't even know what kind of dance that would be. I guess tango or something like that. I'm also hearing like new tricks up my sleeve. So take that in whatever context you will. Your partner is, it's like a spark has been relit. I don't know. They're just feeling focused on you right now, feeling focused on sweeping you off your feet again. For singles, I do get an energy of the past. So if you don't feel like revisiting an ex, this could be someone you used to know that you just haven't been with ever, or you never got alone time with them. For those of you who do want to revisit an ex situation, that could be happening here. Someone's getting the courage to reach out, whether you or this person. I do feel like this is happening quickly because the Eight of Wands is very, very quick energy. Things are changing. Things are heating up in your love life. Any sort of hermit mode you've been in, it's definitely clearing out now. And I'm also, travel could be significant because the Hermit is card number 9, and 9 just always makes me think of Sagittarius. I can't remember what zodiac sign is aligned with the Hermit. It could be Sag because they have that philosophical, nomad sort of energy. But I'm thinking of traveling, going somewhere new. The color red and orange is very significant here. Finding a spark. Also, something I'm hearing is following a passion is leading you closer to someone that you're supposed to meet. The more you focus on the things that light you up inside, it's like a cheat code to bring this person to you. maybe you and your person, or the person you're meant to meet next in your love life, you share a similar path or a similar journey. You're meant to help each other, or meant to guide each other down some sort of road. I'm hearing collaboration, creative pursuits. I want to see, I'm pulling the Outlaw Oracle. What is happening next in pile 3's love life, Spirit? We've got tobacco, an offering, camaraderie, and a gift. Tobacco makes me think of like spirits who have passed on. So if you resonate with having a loved one or someone significant on the other side, I think they are just briefly coming through to say, I'm still here. I'm delivering you something amazing that you're going to be really grateful for. Things are changing, and I'm still here for you. I hear you. I love you. Don't worry about me. There are amazing things on the horizon. For those of you where that's not your message, if you're in a relationship, I think your partner could be giving you a gift soon, or like, what am I channeling? It's not like a fantastical date. It's not like a fantastical trip. This specific gift, because we did pick up on traveling, so don't think that it cancels each other's out, but this gift that is coming to you, it's something long-term that helps you out long-term. So I'm thinking of someone taking a bill off of your plate, like a monthly bill. Someone giving you an item that, like gifting you an item that you use every day, but it's a new and improved thing that's going to make your life 10 times easier. It's more of a practical gift, but it's something that you really needed. Something that's making your life easier, that's going to last for a really long time. I also think, for those of you who are single, if you're friends with this person, like you know exactly who you're crushing on, and you're just friends with each other right now, I think... Well, hold on. Okay, I'm going to say this. I think the person you're crushing on doesn't have an idea that you like them. And here's the thing. Sometimes, like, maybe you're kind of just like, I feel like I've been so obvious, I don't know how they can't know that I have a crush on them or that I have these feelings for them. I think the person you're dealing with takes things at face value. They don't like to read into things. They don't like to equate meaning to something. Is redundant the word? Like, they don't want to make something out of nothing. And so I think literally until someone says, can we go on a romantic date? Like, this person will not have the context. I want to know, for those of you crushing on someone, how does this person feel about you? And we'll return to those in relationships. We have the 3 of Cups reversed and the 7 of Pentacles. So whenever I get the 3 of Cups reversed in any sort of love reading, that tells me, well, it tells me 2 things. It tells me there's no other person involved here. They're not seeing someone else. There's not someone getting in the way of things. So if that's been a fear, that's not happening. But the second thing that it tells me is that this person wants to be more than friends. And I'm hearing that song right now that says, I want to ruin our friendship. We should be lovers instead. I can't remember the name of that song. I don't think I've actually listened to it in full. I've just seen it on social media. We have the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, so how does this person feel? The person you're crushing on. So I think security is very important to this person. I don't think this person likes to rock the boat. I don't think they really do well with any sort of emotional highs or emotional lows. They really value being in the balance of things. And I think even though they do have these feelings, it's not like they're looking or seeking to change the dynamic. They're comfortable. And I don't think they're necessarily suppressing the ideas for more. I think they're playing the long game. You know, what was it? I think it's Sweet Life on Deck with Zach and Cody. It was, I think was it Cody that had the crush on Debbie Ryan's character, and he had like a 6-month plan or something to finally ask her out. That's the energy that I'm feeling here. So I think, yeah, there's a long game playing here. Not necessarily strategy or like strategizing how to make this happen, but I think this person is like, if it's meant to happen, it'll happen. And I think getting to know each other is the best way to go about this. Being friends and seeing how that develops into more is the best strategy here. I also think this person sees you as someone financially secure. I think they see you as someone with a good head on your shoulders. They see you as someone who's very responsible. You could have a lot of responsibilities going on at this time, or you just hold a high position of authority. So do with that what you will. For those in relationships, I want to know what do I want to? I'm feeling called to a different deck. I just don't know. You know what? I use this in pile 2. These are my love messages cards. Some of them are raunchy, some of them are not. So bear with me here. Let's see. What does pile 3's person want to tell them for those in relationships? And then we'll do one for singles with a crush. Oh, that's a lot. Okay. Oh, yeah, I figured that. Oh, gosh. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of raunchy here. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So I've got 3 for those of you in relationships and 3 for those of you who are crushing on someone. So for those in a relationship, we have let's get married. And then, okay, skip forward if you don't want to hear these raunchy messages. I'll put a timestamp up. But okay, 3, 2, 1. So we have I want to kiss you downstairs. And then I said, now we have I want to get naked. So do with that what you will. Take that in whatever context you want. For those of you with a crush, we have let's fall in love. We have do you like me too? And then we have you inspire me to be my best self. So that's cute. This is happy-go-lucky. I don't know. Sometimes the messages just flow so lightning quick, and sometimes I feel like I hit a little bit of a dead end. So I'm not sure what to ask next. I guess we'll just do, is there anything you need to know right now? And I've lost the tarot. Here it is. Okay. Is there anything that pile 3 needs to know right now about their love life? Okay, we've got the Hierophant reversed. Can I get a clarifier for that, actually? I have an idea, but I want to make sure I'm going the right way. Okay, Page of Wands. Yeah. Okay. So there's something taboo here, or there's something that people say, oh, don't do this in relationships. This smashes a relationship. Don't do this. But you guys are doing it, and it's actually lighting even more fire. So for those of you in relationships, what's an example? It's like, okay, for example, some people say when you're fresh in the dating phase, or you've been in a relationship for like less than a year, right? People say, don't move in with each other. That's going to end horribly. You don't even know each other, la, la, la. But this situation would be like you guys move in with each other, and it actually turns out really well. Like you're both you're saving money, your passion for each other increases, you get to see each other more, you actually grow closer because of the time you get to spend with each other. And this is just an example. So something taboo or something against the grain, something that quote unquote shouldn't happen, you guys are doing, and it works out better for you guys. It actually brings you two closer together. So look out for things where society tells you, oh, don't do that, that's a relationship killer, but then you do it. It might turn out better than you think. For those of you with a crush, returning to like taboo energy, this is like not forbidden energy, but it's like something you shouldn't do, but you feel drawn to doing it. Like, I'm trying to think of an example. So for an example, some people play like mind games and stuff when it comes to texting their crush or texting the people they're interested in. So maybe you have a friend that's like, okay, so you shouldn't come off too strong. You shouldn't text often, or you shouldn't, you shouldn't text often. You shouldn't be so frequent with your communication, give them something to miss. But then you actually are a really quick texter with this person, and you quickly dive into taboo topics, or you quickly dive into off the wall things, and that actually pulls you two closer together. Like this person responds well to that. I don't know, it's like something that usually you're advised not to do is actually helping you guys in your love lives here. I'm also thinking taboo things like if you work together and it's like, oh, don't crap where you eat, right? But then you end up crapping where you eat, and it works out. That's a horrible visual, but I hope you get the point. I'm gonna pull some tea leaf cards because I don't have a whole bunch here. I feel like things are kind of meant to be a little in the dark here. Like an exciting surprise or an exciting turn of events. Like maybe you and your crush are assigned to do something together, or maybe without knowing, you and your crush sign up for the exact same class, and you get assigned at the exact same table, right? And it's like, who could have thought? Or in a relationship, it's like someone goes out and buys a scratch ticket and they end up winning like $5,000, and then you get to go on a really cool vacation. Something like that. I don't know. It's something unexpected that's happening here. What else? Is there anything else you want pile 3 to know about what's happening next? Okay, we've got 4 tea leaves. We've got plenty of material things. Someone is behaving stupidly. Danger and money matters. And temporary situation. Okay. I guess just as a general message, if anyone here has been worried about finances or paying something off, that going back to that, yeah, okay, I see the connection. So you know how we were talking about like someone paying for something or taking something off of your plate, helping you long term. I think that's being reflected here. Any financial worries you have right now, it's not going to happen the way you're anticipating. Things are going to work out better than you think. Someone behaving stupidly, I think it's just, actually, for those of you with a crush, I'm getting this message where this person, it's not something drastic, but like, let's say you mention you like something, right? And they are like, oh, okay, so they like this thing. I'm gonna go out and buy them this thing, but it's actually like really expensive, and they gift it to you, and you're like, whoa, I appreciate this gift, but oh my gosh, you did not have to do that. It's something cute and surprising like that. That's so sweet. I'm also hearing like, what can I give them that they can't give themselves? For some of you, the person you're having a crush on is intimidated by how secure you are. Like, I don't know, they just feel, not that they're not enough, but just intimidated. Like, am I enough? Can I provide enough? Am I doing enough? Am I what they want? Going back to the do you like me back card. Sorry this is a little shorter for you guys. I'm just not picking up on a whole lot left. So I guess I'm just gonna leave this here. Thank you guys so much for being here with me today for this reading. I hope this resonated. If it did, feel free to give me a like. Also, I would love to have you subscribe here at Tarot Moods for more readings like this in the future. I would also love to have you comment if things happen. If this resonated, you're gonna have to fill me in. I want to know when you and your crush get together, and I want to know about the exciting surprise that's coming for those of you. I also, for all the pios, I've just kind of like took a moment and I've said thank you guys. I really appreciate having anyone watch my videos. I love doing tarot. This is one of my greatest passions of all time, and I just feel so blessed that people would even like to listen to my words and hear what me and Spirit connect about. So thank you. Okay, soppy story over. I'm gonna leave this here. I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful, blessed good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Bye, pile 3.